Professional dog trainer, the number one thing that blows my mind, and I'm going to be very honest, and I don't really care who I offend here. When I have a person call me or a client sign up and I ask them, what's your management level of your dog? And, we're talking about any dog right now, right? But usually what happens is people have a puppy and they say, hey, he's pissing in the house or he's shitting in the house or he's jumping on the counter and he's eating things, he's chewing things, he's running away, he's going to places that he shouldn't be going. And I asked them, what's the management that you're putting under the dog? And they're like, what do you mean management? I'm just letting him be a dog. I'm like, okay, there's the first problem. If there's no management in the animal's lifestyle or direction, or you trying to educate them as to what's appropriate, and you're going to have a wild animal living in your house. That's kind of like someone that needs medication to stabilize their mood and they're not taking their medication. Okay, so what I mean by management is not dominance, is not locking them in a crate, is not punishing them for being a dog. If you have a dog that you just got as a puppy, first thing I would recommend a regular flat buckle collar on them, or even a harness. Take a leash, a 6-foot leash, cut the end of it so it doesn't get caught, like the handle doesn't get caught in anything, and really teach your dog boundaries. Teach your dog, hey, you shouldn't do this, but you can do this. If your dog chews your slipper, don't pick your slipper off the ground. Leave your slipper there, but give them another option. And when they go to redirect them without correcting them. It's extremely important that you learn as a new dog handler, even an experienced handler, how to communicate with your dog. Zeta, ba-da-boop. How to communicate with your dog. Where'd you go? Zeta, boo-boo. Zeta. Oh, you went under the deck. Good girl. Hi. It's really important as a dog owner, as a dog handler, as well as me as a dog trainer, to teach you and communicate with you the right level of management. My dogs barely need any management now. Mufasa needs more because he's just got here. But again, the reason why I'm showing this video and I'm showing you that he's digging a den is because this is what he desires to do right now. This is what he wants to do as a dog. And I understand some people don't have the property. They don't live on 4.9 acres. I understand. I totally get it. But in this situation, he does. And so I allow him to exert his energy, be a dog. This dog came to me at 10 months old. He was 40 pounds. He was very sick. He literally almost died if I didn't do an emergency vet intervention with him. And all I'm trying to say is, regardless that he was sick, malnourished, neglected, and near death, as well as reactive as a dog, he was able to thrive and completely recover with the right management, with the right level of care. So please understand, if you have an animal and they're running around in your house like a crazy motherfucker destroying everything, instead of locking them in a crate, communicate them with what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable. And always remember to have empathy and understanding. An animal needs to run, an animal needs to play, but more exercise, it is mental stimulation that will tire your dog out. Let's say I wake up in the morning and my dogs are running in the yard, but they haven't had their 2 or 3 hour regular exercise in the morning. I will do a mental exercise with the dog. I will encourage them to listen to commands. Yes, I will use rewards such as toys, play, motivation. I don't usually use food unless I'm shaping a position of the body, or a position that, let's say, left side, right side. It's easier to communicate with them with a lure. The lure doesn't have to be food, okay? But it's super, super important. Dog physical exercise as well as psychological mental stimulation. When you stimulate their mind or activate their sniffer, believe me, they will be more happy to lay down and relax and be silly and just be happy dogs, because at the end of the day, they're dogs. They want to run, they want to play, they want each other. And a human being, unless you are fully capable of being able to provide them with everything they need, and you have a high energy dog, okay, it is extremely important that I would recommend you to get 2 dogs. But before you get 2 dogs, you must master the ability to be able to communicate with your one dog. Don't just think getting another dog will solve all your problems. You've just doubled your work. And if you're having struggles communicating and controlling one dog, you're not going to be able to communicate and control both dogs any easier. So in saying this, being a trainer for over 24 years, working with animals, working, in real world situations that I don't want to get into this video, because I don't want to take away from what I'm trying to say in the video, but being able to manage your dog successfully, and most importantly, remember, communication is way more beneficial than intimidation, and dominance does not play a role in this. That if you have a dog trainer or a person that is, you're thinking about you're hiring them, and they say you got to be dominant on your dog, grab your leash and run. Dominance has no place in healthy canine communication. No, being assertive is different than being dominant. Okay, being dominant is basically taboo in my world. If someone says to me, I'll give you another example. If someone's saying that I worked for, like my brand new truck, my house, my pool, my tractor, my land that I live in, and man, I'm so jealous of you, I cut that person out immediately. I will literally, I've done it many times. When I have someone come here and say, man, I'm so jealous of you, I literally ask them to leave. I don't give them a reason why. I don't need to give them a reason why. I say, can you leave? You need to go. When a person says to me, man, I'm so envious of you, then they might understand a little bit more. Sacrifices that I've made in my life, the things that I've done in my life to be able to allow me to successfully be where I am in my life. Because when a person says that they're jealous, that means that they're upset that they're not living in the same kind of level of comfort, or they feel as if they have been what's the word? It's a certain word. They feel unjustified that they are not living the way you are living, and they feel that they deserve everything that you have, and they might have not have put in the work to get to where they should be. So please understand, it's about management, not dominance. It's about communication, not intimidation. It's about being envious of someone's success, not jealous of someone's success. You guys doing? You little snaky poops. If you've managed to watch this whole video, I appreciate it. I realize it's just under 8 minutes, but it's extremely important for people to understand in the dog world, as well as in the human world, that if you provide the light for anything in life, whatever it is that you're providing the light for, I guarantee you it will guide you to the destination that you are trying to achieve. You guys been silly, eh? You little silly willies, eh? Where you disappeared there? Make sure you put it in the bathroom in the walk-in closet. I don't want there to be, any shortcuts here in this constructional development.